them all, known to many as the 10 pounds of gold. Now, by popular demand, you can have your very own symbol of excellence, as the NWA has teamed up with Fandu Belts to bring you the official replica of the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. This meticulously handcrafted belt is available in two options: the original pre-2021 Glory, as well as the updated version featuring the UK plate. Own the granddaddy of them all, the 10 pounds of gold. To order, visit fandubelt.com/NW.
What's the gig? Danny Dealz, Danny Dealz, Triple D, the Deal Machine, out here in Tampa with Tater and Tot. Hey, what do you got? What do you got there?
I got the best red hoodie, just in time for cozy season.
Oh, it's nice and cozy. Huh?
Ain't no way.
Oh, what's that?
This is the NWA hat cap.
What are you wearing though? That's your countryman right there. That's the champ.
This is Thomas nothing.
Oh, Tom Latimer shirt, you gotta be taking the piss there, governor, isn't it? You know what y'all need to be doing, baby? If you got the dough, you gotta know where to go to get a Southern Six shirt, baby. And that is NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Click on that shop link, and you need to spend every dime you have. You need to empty your bank account and buy the Southern Six shirt only at the National Wrestling Alliance.com.
Boyo Del Mar here for the new NWA Official Wrestling Magazine, online exclusively at NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Read about all the stars of the National Wrestling Alliance now at NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Scroll to the top and click Magazine. Hey, this is the NWA. It's Monday. You're on the stream. You've got Joe and Kyle. Gary, I don't know where he is. Danny Dealz is trying to find deals for you. And has it been quite a week across the board, from professional wrestling to TV tapings to weather to just life? It all sometimes collides. We had to miss you last week because of that, but we're here this week and we're doing the best we can. You've got me running the show. You've got Joe actually trying to run the show as well, which means there will probably a bunch of weird pop-ups where he's insulting the hell out of me, but that's okay, ladies and gentlemen. The breaking news is this: Hurricane Milton came through Florida last week, and hopefully if you're watching this, you weren't as impacted as some others were. We want to make sure everybody has the opportunity to enjoy professional wrestling, but unfortunately, Win 2 next week was supposed to be in Sarasota, Florida. Robar's Arena is the staging area for some recovery efforts that are going on. Florida stepped in. It was Fairgrounds that its location on, or perfect place for everyone to get the trucks there and everything to get power back on, clean up, and everything else that the Sarasota area needs. So we got word Friday that we are not going to be able to have the event in Sarasota, Florida anymore. Yeah. We talked to Billy Corrigan. We talked to everybody. We tried to figure out the logistics of this. If you don't know the background, Joe and I are two of those guys. We're on camera, but we also got to do stuff like this. And also we try to make sure that you, the fandom, are happy with what happens. We do our best. And basically decision was made. We want to make sure that we stay in the Florida market. Short notice, 2 weeks out, not the best situation ever. We had the decision to relocate to WEDU Studios in Tampa, Florida, a similar market to Sarasota, to give the people an opportunity. And basically, here's the way the story goes. If you have a ticket to Win and you haven't already reached out to me, you can email me. Go into your emails. There's an Eventbrite message on there, or go to the Eventbrite page and it has my contact information on there. Email me. I could do one of two things. I could either give you a full refund, extenuating circumstances. I don't want you to suffer. If you can't make it, you can't make it. That is life. We'll be back in Sarasota at some point in time. Or I could transfer your ticket to Tampa and give you a discount to get you the new ticket rate on there. We have tickets available for that show Saturday, October 26th. Samhain 2. It's going to be at WEDU Studios in Tampa. If you've ever been at a TV taping there, it's going to be a different layout, different vibe, different everything, because we want to make this one feel special for the people that can make it. Again, that's coming up right there. We got a brand new graphic for you. We got Samhain 2, Saturday, October 26th, WEDU Studio, PBS, 1300 North Boulevard, Tampa, Florida. And today, brand new, this is what you have to look forward to. We're going to start rolling out the matches over the course of the next 10 days for you. Tom Latimer, now champion, defending against EC3. We've seen the match. We've seen the blood feud between these individuals, but this is something we haven't seen before, which is Tom Latimer defending the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion against the Overman EC3, a man who is spiraling out of control. I feel like
he's nuts.
EC3 is kind of how I am inside. He's barely keeping it together and is slightly delusional.
See what he's posting on social media?
He thinks
he's a Cracker Jack box, bro. I don't know what's going on.
No problem. Gary's here with us right now as well, folks. Gary, welcome to your pod that we have taken over as the years have gone.
Actually, Kyle's just taking it over. I was going to interject more, but I was like, I wonder how long Kyle will just talk for if I just sat here.
I could do it.
It would be the whole hour.
I could do it. Hey, I'll just make noises and things like that. My dog is losing her mind, so if you hear barking in the background, senility is kicking in. I'm sorry to say.
I missed your voices, and I missed all of the beautiful people in the chat. It's good to see everybody. Cosmic Joe and Andrea and Scott and Alex Misery, who's around the corner somewhere.
Is there something specific?
Oh, it's because it's that creepy light back there.
I don't know. No, she was doing this earlier today when we were working.
We actually have a promo from Alex Misery today.
Oh, we do?
We'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I was going to play some ads and stuff, and I went, we don't have the updated ads yet. This is how quick and short notice this is happening, ladies and gentlemen.
We got other stuff we could play, though. We got all kinds of cool stuff. It's stuff we could talk about. You know, I personally am excited to go to Tampa to have Samhain 2, because if you looked at any of the stuff that was put out there in the press release, you heard it, or you read it straight from the boss's mind. We had some thoughts about taking it out of the state completely and moving it to some other part of the country. But, you know, I know Kyle went through a little bit of this, thankfully not that much in Orlando, but so many people have just been through so much in Florida. I just saw a report. I was watching NBC News before we got live here, and just the piles of sand that are still, you know, along the roads and stuff. It's crazy how much devastation's there. And that means you're going to do a lot of work. There's going to be a lot of cleanup, and there's going to be a lot of stress in your life. So if we can provide just one evening of entertainment to come on down and enjoy yourself, and it's not too far from your house or what's left of your house, maybe even, come on down and have a good time with us. And that's what we're really all about. So we talk about that hashtag NWA fam all the time, and we mean it. And that's why we made sure that even though we had all the devastation in that area, we wanted to make sure that everybody who bought a ticket already for Samhain in Sarasota is able to attend the show just a little bit ways up the road. So really happy for that. And
I'm going to update my email address on here. So if anybody's looking at this and they need to get tickets and they don't want to look at their email, they can reach out to me about that and change the tickets over.
It's my 1-year anniversary. How about that?
Congratulations.
Happy anniversady.
And my baby's 2 months old. So
and turned into a pumpkin, I saw.
And turned into a smashing pumpkin, by the way. You can head over to my Instagram to see what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. At Joe Galli.
I don't know why it's pronounced Solomon, except that's just
that's how it's pronounced
or something. Yeah.
Why is the word pronounced? Because that's how we pronounce it.
It's true.
And again, for those people that had tickets to Samhain 2 that need a change,
too, you can talk about the
K Davis at nationalwrestlingalliance.com is there on the screen. Halloween 2 takes place later on that night in the hospital. Obviously, it's a contentious thing. Spoiler alert, it is the movie that established that Michael Myers is her brother, which later on we can go through a whole thing about this if you want with the different timelines.
That's Gary's other podcast.
Or anything like that. Cinema Shock is Gary's other podcast. It's amazing.
What's going on?
There's a scene in Halloween too, though, where he's like stabbed this picture of his family and then written Samhain on the wall. But they call it Sam Hain. Like Dr. Loomis says, Sam Hain, it's the festival of the dead, or something like that.
And then we get to Halloween 666, where everybody's just insane, and it turns out that the doctor from the first that works with Loomis is actually the villain. Anyway, beside the point.
Let's take a second. Let's take a second here. I was listening to I was scrolling through TikTok, and they were interviewing people outside of one of the NFL shows that was happening in London, and they were asking, like, what's a good London team name? And a guy came up and he said, proper, like the London Propers, because you say proper. You don't say proper, you say proper. So people over in that part of the world just pronounce stuff different sometimes. And we're here in America, so why can't we call it Sam Hain? Because we're American. That's how we call it. You go over to Ireland, it could be Sawin. Here in America, it could be Sam Hain.
It's because online, for everybody asking in this chat, because you're all sane, productive people in your lives, but everybody else on Facebook and X would, if you don't say it right, will be ready to pounce on you for not saying it.
To correct everyone. Like, that's a big thing now. People just like to correct other people. I don't get it. Let people live, damn it. That's what I
am. I'm cool with people pouncing on me sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Yeah, baby. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we also have Power tomorrow. Power is going to be on X. If you haven't been following and everybody says, hey, why aren't you back on YouTube right now? We're giving a new flavor, a new experience, a new
Joe's injured.
It is, put those X up. X, formerly Twitter, if you want to still call it that. Whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter because we are on it tomorrow night. NWA 76 is coming to you on X tomorrow at 6:05. You go to the NWA account on there, and you are going to experience all the things that 76 has to offer in bite-sized pieces week to week. If you could not be in Philadelphia, you get to experience this as if it was happening right now, right in your home. And if you didn't watch the last 2 episodes, you can go online right now and you can go to X and you can watch them. They're on the NWA feed. Catch up there, experience it. I prefer for you not to wait until all 5 weeks are on there and just watch it as one big lump show, but I guess that works too. Joe Galli.
It'd be tougher to find. We're trying to make sure it retweets.
Oh, I thought it was DMX. I read it differently.
Today, like there's a tweet or a post or whatever you call it on X now to remind you where the first episode is, because you kind of have to do that. But and Immortal Wrestling, I didn't think you were jumping on us. I was saying like other people, less classy people than you.
And by the way, great name. The Immortals are one of the most dominant tag teams in the National Wrestling Alliance. Odinson is one of the most jacked human beings I've ever seen, and Kratos is one of the most athletic big men there has ever been in professional wrestling. Also a really nice guy when he's not beating the hell out of people in the ring. Coming up, though, NWA Power tomorrow, 6:05 on X, as we just spoke about. We're going to have 2 major matches. I know what you're saying, Kyle. How come only 2? Well, because one of those is going to take a while to happen. It is a battle of attrition. It is a war to establish who will be the #1 contender to the NWA World Women's Championship. When will that winner go after the title? Well, that remains to be seen. Who will that person be? Who knows? All I know is coming up Saturday, the 26th of this month, Samhain WEDU Studios, Kenzie Page will be defending the NWA World Women's Championship against somebody, and that somebody may just be
the #1 contender.
Gauntlet.
Whoever the #1 contender is who they
still, because it is the annual tradition that is the Burke Invitational Gauntlet. It is to crown the #1 contender to the NWA World Women's Championship. And you see a bunch of people on this graphic, new faces that have been here before, established people that have gone after the championship. And this is not everybody. I'm told there will be some surprises here. Lua, please don't bark, baby. I love you, Papa.
Everybody, the surprise is Kyle's in the gauntlet.
No, Kyle doesn't need to be wrestling. That's a horrible idea.
I watch a bunch of women beat up Kyle for like 3 minutes and then just launch you.
You just named somebody's kink right there. Somebody in the chat is going to be like, that sounds like a dream come true. Haley J is in the battle royal, over the top rope pinfall submission.
And the bag of rocks that she carries. She carries a bag of rocks and hits people with it.
What is the bag of rocks about?
It's pretty self-explanatory, Kyle. It's a bag of rocks and you hit people with them.
But
it's wrestling, I don't know. What's with these steel chairs?
You can sit in a steel chair at ringside, and I know Haley J is the Bugatoist, and so that is going to be one of those things. But still, bag of rocks, anything could happen in this battle royal, the Burke Invitational, and we'll see.
I would never win.
I would never win. I'm not a winner. I'm not a winner.
Page would destroy you.
I'm a trier.
She
not
would
a
give you that Knoxville destroyer, and just you're done.
Natalia is going in for the competition. You never know. Yeah. She is one of the most dominant and volatile female wrestlers. Hell, let's just say any wrestler anywhere. She is going to be able to kick ass and take names. But there's plenty of people in there that are looking to take her out too, knowing that she could be the one that could be the spoiler on that. Anyone dressing up for Halloween this year? Yes, at Samhain.
I'm going as Gary. I'm gonna be Gary for Halloween.
Not tough to do. Just wear maybe a hat. You don't even need it. You got to grow the beard out.
I'll get a beard and the hat and a flannel shirt, I guess.
Hold on, guys. Was there a podcast title tonight? Carson Drake just texted me. And he goes, "Am I supposed to be on the show tonight?"
He can if he wants to be.
I mean, you can if you want to be. Right.
Did he think? Why would he? I'm trying to think of like why he thinks that.
Because
he's on it already.
Look,
right?
He might be a financial genius, but that doesn't mean he's smart about everything. I'm just saying, not for nothing.
What are you barking at, Pupper?
Okay.
Kyle.
I was like, did I read
the only one that doesn't have purple light behind them? I didn't get the purple light memo.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Hold on, I'll be back.
Gary's isn't purple. Gary's is green.
Mine changes.
Oh, I see it changing right there.
Yeah, now it's purple. So
let me tell you. All right, we talked about the Burke. Anything can happen.
Because of that, I've ruined wrestling.
That's fine. We have one other big match, which is going to establish who is going to be the #1 contender for the NWA Junior Heavyweight Championship. Alex Misery or Jack Cartwheel. Both of these men defy gravity. They don't know when to quit. And yet somebody is going to walk away the winner of this match and get. Thank you. I love that. That's very nice.
Do you love this?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What? I'm dead.
I got to be honest with you. I was super worried for a second that it was going to become that type of show. So who's going to walk away as the #1 contender? I could tell you this much. Both of these men, they do not know how to yeah, I can't talk.
You can't talk today, dog.
I remember I am recovering
Puerto Rican
from
accent. You've been hanging out with Puerto Rican John again. What's going on?
We're not going to talk about this, but I am suffering from a slight concussion still on the back end of it and a ruptured eardrum amongst
that was from the hurricane, ladies and gentlemen. He got hit with
it was definitely from the hurricane.
He got hit with a coconut.
I took quite a ride during the hurricane. So I am still a little wonky and trying to put things together. So bear with me. I think I'm doing a great job for a guy who's not quite all there in the head currently.
Is this really what we're going to watch for Joe Scream the whole time? Who was the bad guy
in the cartoons that just had the cat in the lap and he would pet it?
That was Dr. Claw. And
I feel like Dr. Claw right now. Did you get it? That guy must have like 8 cigarettes.
Oh, like, boy. Anyway, tomorrow night, NWA Power 605 on X at NWA is our X. Right there, #1 contenders match for the NWA Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Can I just tell you?
Face Alex Taylor in the very near future. In fact, they might be facing Alex Taylor at Samhain. I don't know. We're going to have to wait to find out.
Alex Misery is getting more and more bold. He pulled me into a dark corner at NWA 76 and made me film him, and I have that here.
See, I can feel it. I can feel it in the air. See, they're telling me this thing tonight. Tonight is different. See, Jack, I sense the darkness. This quote-unquote positivity, this acrobatic stuff, they won't save you tonight. See, it's NWA 76. It's the night of pure madness. The night where the unholy truly shows his wicked side. So, Jack, it's over.
I was gonna say I think he lost his train of thought, but he was never on the tracks to begin with.
No, brother is just not on the tracks.
It's just taking me right out of this.
The cat, yeah.
Yeah, the cat's over, brother. You can see it.
Should I just pan the camera down to Kahlua as
I'm see more cat content? Tell us in the chat.
If somebody wants to send Carson Drake a link, he said he's going to hop back on after he's working on being successful right now. What the hell is going on? Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, we are unhinged. We are playing catch up. It has been quite the week. We talked about it earlier between the hurricane and everything else that's been going on. You know, Samhain now at Tampa. If you need tickets, or I should say, if you have tickets already to the event that was in Sarasota, it's being relocated to Tampa. Please, my email's right there. Reach out to me with your proper email that the tickets are under, and I could do two things. I could either forward the tickets to Tampa and give you a discount so it matches the new ticket price, or I could just give you a refund. ladies and gentlemen.
There's
I do
actually
things
three
like
things,
that
Kyle.
all the
There's three
time.
things.
Yeah, you know what?
There's three
Remember,
things, Kyle.
got hit in the head. And let's start talking about more things because we also have
more things.
territory shows still coming up.
Oh, come on, Kyle.
November 16th, the usual
like
suspects. You know, it's interesting that EC3, when he gave us this graphic, was still holding the world title in it. It makes me think that he has no intention of not beating Tom Latimer coming up at Samhain. Although maybe he's just delusional and that's him looking at the thing he's lost. That's
confidence. You're a champion. You don't expect to drop that title.
Well, sometimes it happens.
I mean, that's part of being the champion. I don't have that kind of confidence, but if I did, maybe I'd be a champion somewhere. I don't know. By the way, I just want to say it too that tomorrow is Exodus Pro Midwest champion, Pretty Boy Smooth. It's his birthday, so happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Pretty Boy Smooth. I am seriously, Joe. It's a weird, unnerving angle that I was not expecting.
What? I don't like it because it makes me look fat.
Oh, baby!
But like, you know, it's my anniversary. We had like a big dinner yesterday and another one today. You know.
Thanks, Devin.
Some champagne.
Thanks, Devin. Coming up this weekend, Friday, just a few days away, it is NWA Chicago's Super Smashing Halloween. That's going to be coming at you from Studio One in Chicago, Highland Park area, to be even more specific. You can see Carson Drake up there, Tiffany Nieves. We've got Daisy Kill. The list goes on and on. Brian, Natalia Marcota, Lily La Pescadera. We got Steve Boss. We got a creepy guy over there near the tree just watching everything from afar. He looks like a rock star that I know. Who knows?
Billy is always
Corrigan
watching.
Be there. You're going to have to go in there and find out. Ladies, tickets.
You know, Mike Durban's going to be there.
Hey, Mike is going to be there this Friday as well.
I know he's going to take great pictures too.
He is. And if you want to take great pictures, just scan this with your phone. Take a picture and then go to NWA and get our tickets right there. Lua, babe, my brain is fried and your barking is just distracting the hell out of me. Guys, I am trying, but I am failing right now. And I hope you're trying as well. Danny Dealz could not be here tonight. We've got NWA merch right here.
So much merch to move. He's loading so many boxes. People keep buying stuff.
It happens. All new merch, all new items. I can't wait to see the Samhain 2 shirt and merchandise and everything that's going to be there. You can see all this merchandise and many more items that you can't get at the shows that you could get only on the website at nationalwrestlingalliance.com/shop. In fact, let's scroll down here. Southern
sexy, baby.
Yeah, sexy.
That's a sexy shirt.
Let's just skip these guys. Moving on.
There's an awful lot of them to skip.
Yeah, well,
powerhouse bros.
Shorts. You know what? It's still hot where I am, and let me tell you something. Those pink ones look amazing on these guys. Very happy to get them. And Joe Galli keeps on complaining that he doesn't feel comfortable himself. But look at this photo of him. Not only is he working out, he's getting that sweat on.
That was like a month ago. I was much better then.
Well, you know what?
Got a beautiful head of hair. Just gorgeous biceps.
It's okay because I showed this picture first. If I had showed this picture first and then showed that.
Now not so impressive.
Oh, come on.
We need to update this graphic.
You got to update that photo, brother.
There's a different championship on the shoulder of this young man right there. He's the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion.
I blame Dealz.
That's okay. Danny Dealz isn't here, so you can blame him all you want. Tom Latimer shirts, his favorite people, Pretty Empowered. We got the jerseys still available. Ruthie J, the 5-star athlete, brand new shirt that you can get only on the website right there. You want pins, you want lapels, you want all these things to stick to your body because let's face it, it's Halloween season.
Clothing.
You know what? You could dress up
your body.
They could be pinhead.
You
could be pinhead for Halloween, but you could be NWA pinhead for Halloween and cover with these.
I like that because you need like 100 of them.
Look at that. There we go. Ella Envy, the It Girl. Also, right now, part of the It Girls, the tag team with Samantha Starr. Hey, do you like getting punched in the dick? Well, you could get a mess with smalls, get hit in the balls.
Please don't answer that question in the chat. Don't answer that question.
I'm kind of curious, honestly, though. So
slime balls right here, merchandise going off the shelf. Slime balls have become one of the breakout stars of the National Wrestling Alliance in the last calendar year. Everywhere we go, people love the slime balls. I never touch them, but you can appreciate them from afar. Right now, we have the new blue variant of the Get It, Got It, Bueno, Tiffany Nieves La Princesa shirt. Show your support. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think she doesn't care if you support her or not, but she's damn good. You might as well wear the shirt and maybe you'll endear yourselves to her in a way of which maybe she'll start acknowledging that we're worthwhile as her peasants, as I'm told, and things like that. You like claw holds? Baron Von Storm's here. Don't call him Tim. This man has really reinvented himself. I've never saw brain damage be such a positive for somebody before. It makes me hope that this concussion.
Have you looked in the mirror, Kyle?
I become a better person with the slight. Now Tim obviously is going through some things. Again, don't call him that.
Tim?
He is the Baron.
The classes he's been teaching down in Texas, though, I'm hearing questionable.
Hey, you don't get detention. You get the claw.
Listen, in a nation where people are curious and think that we control the weather going forward, a teacher with a claw hold on his students may just be exactly what is expected. Jax Dane has a shirt as well. Swing on there. The Dane event, all of his accomplishments. You know what? We need to update the shirt and put medical supervisor of Baron Storm on the very bottom right there. NWA 76. Guys, I need to figure out what she is barking at.
That's all right, Kyle. I'll take over for you. Look at this NWA 76 shirt and sweatshirt. Limited availability on the sweatshirts, but they are getting reprinted as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. So don't be afraid to pre-order, I guess, or post-order. Order it now, and it'll eventually get to you. What we got going on next?
Did we play the commercial that
we did not? Let's play it right now. Let's get it, Gary.
All right, let's do it.
What's the gig? Danny Dealz, Danny Dealz, Triple D, the Deal Machine, out here in Tampa with Tater and Tot. Hey, what do you got? What do you got there?
I got the best red hoodie, just in time for cozy season.
Oh, it's nice and cozy. Huh?
Ain't no way.
Oh, what's that?
This is the NWA hat cap.
What are you wearing, though? That's your countryman right there. That's the champ.
Oh, this is Thomas.
Oh, Tom Latimer shirt, you gotta be taking the piss there, governor, isn't it? You know what y'all need to be doing, baby? If you got the dough, you gotta know where to go to get a Southern Six shirt, baby. And that is NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Click on that shop link, and you need to spend every dime you have. You need to empty your bank account and buy the Southern Six shirt only at the National Wrestling Alliance.com.
Yo, Tiff, what do you got right there?
I got the one, the only, the best merch of the NWA. Actually, let me ask my brother here. You have yourself a La Princesa shirt?
Oh, yeah, I got one. 100% kind. 5150. Oh, you better get that. Or now I'm going to your house and get you and do something you don't want to.
Ooh, get it. Got it. Yeah. Bueno.
All right.
I did not have Homicide
say?
being a pitch man on my bingo card for the night. Oh my God, go get that or else I'll come to your house, I'll stab you in the face. Homicide, one of the most dangerous individuals I've ever witnessed wrestle. However, look at that. When he tells you to buy the shirt, you buy the shirt.
Yeah,
okay.
I agree. So buy that Get It Got It Bueno shirt. And there's two versions of that. You can get that in black and blue. So don't forget that. So that's awesome. Also, we forgot to mention on the live events, my fault because I didn't put it in here, but Mike Durban, shout out, reminded me, don't forget, there's also this very special thing going on.
Oh, super cool.
Pop-up night at Westfield Old Orchard with Madame ZuZu's. I forget what town that is. It's some Illinois town.
North Chicago area. North Shore area.
But yeah, they've got like food, drinks, and there's wrestling. That's kind of neat. And the tickets are super affordable. So if you're in that area, you want to be a part of it.
They're raising money for a good
really
cause,
classy.
I believe, too. So,
and the lovely Mrs. Corrigan is there.
Oh, of course. Come on now. And you know, if Mrs. Corrigan's going to be there, maybe Mr. Corrigan ain't too far behind. Not making any guarantees, but I'm just saying. They're usually next to each other. I'm just saying.
Yep. There you go. And Kyle's not here anymore.
Hey, he's got puppy problems, Gary. But Gary, what's life like for you now, man? What's going on? You good?
Yeah, it's good. We're recovering from the hurricane. Everything's okay. So I don't.
Everything's gonna be all right. Oh, I won't keep going.
I won't call for my regular job this week, so that's been kind of a pain. But otherwise, doing good. Happy to have a job. So there's that.
Having employment is good. Tell us about your employment in the chat.
That was Mrs. Corrigan. Yeah, that is Chloe.
That's Chloe. Yeah, and not only that. Can we go back to that photo? Can we go back to that?
Yeah, let me pull it back up here.
But that had to be taken earlier because she is pregnant now, and I'll be like, wow, stunning, absolutely stunning, while carrying Not the first, not the second, but the third Corgan baby. That's a big household, man. It's a big household. Congrats to that.
It is. Beautiful family, and just adding more. So congrats to them. I guess we've not said that before. So
I think we did. Maybe you weren't here. We definitely did. When the announcement happened, we definitely said it on the podcast. Check the tape. Roll it back.
Nope. Billy's third kid.
Yeah.
What they're working on now.
Yeah. There's Augustus, and then there's Clementine, and then there's... I don't know. I don't even know what the gender of this child. I don't think Billy knows. Kyle's got spirit fingers. What else are we talking about?
He's muted. I don't know if he knows he's muted.
It's probably because the dog's barking.
I didn't know I was muted.
Oh yeah.
I really was hoping. I was thinking, is there a way to turn this into a call-in show at any point if we wanted to?
Yeah,
I think we could eventually make that happen. Potentially, it's dangerous.
I know it's
somebody pitched that I should take NWA calls, and I'm like, I don't know.
Kyle, give out your personal phone number, and then they'll call. We'll put them on speakerphone.
It's on my email. I mean, half the people here probably could get
email Kyle your phone number, and he'll call you because his email's up there.
So
just put him on speaker. We left out NWA JCP. That's on me.
Email him your phone number, and he will call you during the show.
This is going to be very
And Joe Kazana got wished a happy birthday late.
Yeah. I'm going to email Kyle right now. Because he doesn't know my phone number. You probably don't know it by heart.
Joe and Kyle are just ignoring this part of the conversation.
So they're by heart.
Also more disrespect. But you see that, right, Joe? Like you could hear me.
Yeah.
And you could hear them. I'm trying to acknowledge you.
Hold on.
And they're just
Hello?
going on about.
Hi, you're on the air.
I was hoping there'd be some horrible echo.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work that way. We're going to figure out one day on that. Carson Drake in the chat right there. As always, thank you for being a part of this. Guys, we are off the rails this week.
Call Kyle. Just call him. He's got your number.
God, guys, between the dog and the reality of the world I live in, I don't know.
You got that dog in you.
I do have that dog in you. Ryan Davis on here says, thank you guys for uploading the Kylie Page match onto YouTube. Little known fact, ladies and gentlemen, we have we have matches dropping on YouTube constantly. So if you ever need a little taste of NWA and you can't wait for Tuesdays for new content, you can go on there. And of course, new content drops on Tuesdays, 6:05 on X right now. What happens after X? We can't talk about that yet.
Oh, that sounds like a hot show.
Remember Velvet After Dark?
Oh, yeah, man. We should do more of that.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. Joe, do you own a dog?
I do.
Yes, Joe Galli does own a dog, too.
Yeah, but Kyle's dog is the one that's really fun right now. Kyle, put your dog in your lap. Everyone wants to see the dog. Do it, Kyle. Hell yeah. Dog. Dog. Dog is that dog.
Oh. Can I pet that dog?
Okay. I got you.
He got that dog in him.
She is not having this right now.
Look at that face. So sweet. Just know what she is.
I think I hit something. I don't think you could hear me anymore.
Oh, we can.
I can hear you.
Unstoppable dog. Yep.
I think people are put off by this show, but I like it. I like just hanging out with the NWA
Hey, they're listening.
fans.
They're watching, baby.
Yeah. I
We're bringing in record
love hanging out with you guys. And we're just shooting the breeze. The one question I keep seeing pop up in the chat, I don't think we have any answers that we can give on Power after 76, right? We're just going to find out.
Look,
right?
We're a lot of stuff's in the works, people. You just got to trust the process. That's all I can tell you. To be honest, I don't know. I'm not in on a lot of these conversations that are happening with TV folks, but a lot of conversations are happening, and they are very good conversations. And we will be. Kyle, what the hell? What did happen to Kyle?
Kyle just took us all out.
What the hell, Kyle? Just took up the whole screen. Oh, I
now he's
picked
muted.
my dog, and I forgot how to work this thing. I guess that's what Kyle does.
My dog hit buttons. What is going?
Well, I want to do this before I get the book, the NWA rule book, upside my head. Don't forget also on Sunday, October 20th, coming up soon, NWA JCP Southeast is going to have a huge show. It's Halloween time, so all these shows got great names, but I don't know if there's a better name than the Territory. I love that one.
Pretty solid.
Pretty solid name. Very solid name. Lua, where did you go?
That looks awesome. And that poster is awesome. That is a sick poster.
It's a dumb
and you got
poster.
a guy like named Beast Man. there, and Crazy Steve's.
But Aaron Williams doesn't. I think that might be Kyle Davis's alter ego.
Up there, top corner.
Kyle Davis.
Right. That is not who I'm going to be for Halloween. You could come to Samhain to find out who I'm going to be for Halloween.
Who can you trust?
Yeah. What do we got here? Guys, I wish I could have my dog on my lap.
I need to take some powder. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, solid jokes.
What was I going to say? Yeah, you know what? Last year, everybody talked about, obviously, one part of our major event, Samhain. And this year, obviously, the Hurricanes trying to also make it something that's, is it a curse show? I don't know. We're going to have to tune in to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, be a part of it. You love the spooky season. You love Halloween. You love all that seasonal goodness. Well, we got it for you. It is going to be a mash. That's right, Lou. We did get it for those, ladies and gentlemen. Tampa, Florida, WEDU Studios. Seriously, what is going on?
I think
she's having a good time. She gets excited.
I think Kyle Davis has a ghost. And that ghost should send an email to his email address right there with his phone number,
today.
and then we can call the ghost, and this will be a complete Inception style a seance, which is perfect for Samhain, where there's definitely going to be demons and ghosts. Come on,
I got no emails. I'm just getting emails from.
Email your phone number to Kyle Davis, and you will be able to call into the show. His email is on your screen right now. kdavis@national.
Promo shots. Look at that.
Oh, you got it?
Maybe StreamYard will eventually just allow that. That would be a cool feature for them.
That would be.
Lua, I'm gonna Lua. I gotta mute myself.
Hold on, I gotta get rid of my cat.
All right, well, it's just me then. Kyle's muted. Joe left, all at the same time. Good to be here. Thanks, everybody.
This is the worst episode of this we've ever done.
It's because there's no deal machine. Where's Deal Machine? He's the glue.
I was gonna be like that scene in Wayne's World where Garth was like trying to talk to the camera, and it's like, I'm having a really
Exodus
good
Pro. Just
time.
email your phone number to kdavis@nationalwrestlingalliance.com, and you'll be able to call in with your comments, questions, concerns. We'll treat this a lot like Loveline. You guys remember Loveline from the late 90s?
I remember Loveline.
Call in with your sexual questions, and we will provide answers for you. As I am a licensed, certified therapist. Sure, why not? Addiction medicine specialist. I'm an addiction medicine specialist. I specialize in being addicted to medicines. Perfect.
Oh, we can talk about this again. NWA Power on X tomorrow, 6:05, like the old days. The matches that I thought I had right in front of me. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Alex Misery versus Jack.
Why? Not the sexy territory, just
number one contender for the NWA Junior Heavyweight Championship, Alex Misery versus Jack Cartwell. I don't know who's going to win that match, but I know it's going to be the fans. That's right. It's going to be the fans win because those two are nuts.
It's not going to be Gravity. They're going to piss off Gravity because Gravity's going to be like, hey, how come you're not doing that thing you're supposed to do? And they're going to be like, no, bro, we fly, we flip, we do all the damage. What can I say? La Princesa, obviously, there is a part of the Burke Invitational Gauntlet to crown the number one contender to the NWA World Women's Championship.
Make a pick, Gary. Who you got?
This one, oh man, I'll tell you who I want it to be just for the intrigue is Kylie Page. Like I think Kylie versus Kinsey would be incredible, but I don't know. Tiffany Nieves is hot right now.
She's on a roll.
She is ready to.
She'll do anything to win.
She's ready for that gold. She's been bragging about it. She's gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah. Those are good picks.
But here's the thing,
and I will say
the wild cards.
People have been saying it in the chat that this match was incredible. People in the chat here that were there live, you've forgotten how incredible it is. Like you think it was good. It's even better than you remember it being. It's a great match. You're going to have a good time watching this. So don't miss the Burke Invitational.
Still no emails. Nobody cares. It's fine.
Gravity is in the NWA. No, Gravity is suspended.
They don't have minutes on their phone plan. It could be out of minutes. It happens.
I really do want to do a thing where we could just like give people oh my God, we can give people a StreamYard link that they could click on.
And then we would just have to regulate it.
Yeah, because we could see what it is. Like we could see if they're naked before we put them on the screen. This is what we should do next time when we have a thing where there's kind of chaos.
We'll
we
call
should
it a
lean
call-in
into the
show.
chaos. We should lean into the chaos and be like, guys, listen, we are backed up. We've been trying to make things happen.
I think you're not going to like a lot of the stuff that comes out of people's mouths.
We talked
I'm
about
fine with that.
Melanie. I
can
like
have
your
the
thinking, but
conversation.
we talked about merch for like
We did.
half
We
an
did
hour.
talk about
It felt
merch.
like
That's
You
fine.
just
They
love-
were late to the thing. We're usually late to the thing. Hey, let's not
Yeah, it's
criticize
okay.
people.
oh no,
for
I'm
being
not
a part of
judging
the thing.
Melanie. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
I like
Do it,
my
Matt.
idea of the
Email
problem.
Kyle your
if
phone
the
we
number.
title
create
of this video says Carson Drake will be a guest tonight. Does it?
What?
How did I do that?
it. Is that why Carson
Oh,
thought
wait,
he
wait,
was
did you copy and paste it from last week?
I did, but I thought I took that out. It's,
Swear.
Ladies and
Carson
gentlemen,
Drake.
this is not the NWA. This is just chaos.
Ladies and gentlemen, you didn't know this, but Gary Horne actually is Carson Drake. They are the same person.
it does say we'll be joined by Carson Drake. We won't be. I mean, I don't think.
All right,
Yeah,
guys. Benjamin
Call.
Robertson
Call.
called me. I'm calling
Call
Ben
him.
Robertson. Okay, here we go. He is the director of campus ministry in the Bishop England High School in Charleston, South Carolina.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Let's see what happens. Let's see what
Why
happens.
this show?
Oh man, this is great. All right, here we go. Hi, this is Kyle, and you are on the air. You can either ruin this or make it great. What do you want to do? You have the power.
How's it going, guys?
We're
Things
living
are
the
going good.
dream.
Yeah, no,
They can't hear us. He can only hear you, Kyle, because you got your headphones on.
the Kenzie matchup that I would want to see is against Natalia Markova.
Kenzie
I was
versus
thinking back-
okay, I like that.
I was thinking back to some absolutely like brutal matches between Natalia and Camille, and I would love to see Kenzie. I think Kenzie's got a lot of heart, and I would love to. I feel like similar matches would be in store between the two of them, just because they both have so much heart. And I remember all those like I said, just those brutal matches between her and Camille.
So you're all about the physicality. And if you remember right, at Return to the Territories, there was a street fight that involved Kylie Page, and she was way beyond aggressive, throwing chairs at people's faces, drop kicking people full force there. The violence, the aggression.
Why did Kyle go silent?
I don't know why
Just-
Kyle just went out when he was doing his pitch, but that was pretty good, Kyle. See, we should do this more often. That was pretty good.
That was fun. It was actually fun hearing.
On the phone right
from
now.
someone.
If you have any questions that you want to ask the three of us about the National Wrestling Alliance, about life, love, or anything else.
I'd rather not talk to you.
Life or love?
Not really.
You all are terrible at that. So no. Tell me what you've done so I can do the
So
opposite.
I've followed the Smashing Pumpkins my entire life. So yeah, I guess I would just be curious what it's like working with William Patrick Corrigan on a day-to-day.
Fantastic. All right, we're going to answer that question right now. My
you're
mic's
giving your
wire is
answer off the
jacked, so
air.
I keep on hitting it. No, I'll give them real answers on this. I want to thank you for being a part of the show. We're going to answer your question right now. I'm going to get off this because I can't multitask. Thank you for supporting the NWA, and thank you for being a part of the Monday Night Podcast.
That was fun.
Be safe, brother. What is it like working for the Smashing Pumpkins in one aspect or another?
roll,
Billy
baby.
Corrigan. Guys, I say this all the time, and this is the reality of it. It's like a monkey's paw. Be careful what you wish for. Is it cool working for a rock star? Yes. Do you get to do cool things? Yes. Is every day something you're not expecting? Yes. However, and Billy will attest to this, I give him grief about it all the time, and he gives me grief about it right back. When you are used to doing something so insane that no one else does, like being a rock star, the world around you isn't normal anymore. So when you try to bring normalcy to that rock star's life, sometimes you will annoy the shit out of him. And here's the thing. He will push back hard on you.
Kyle, you're absolutely right. But I think the thing that most people want to hear about are like the really cool moments of it. And you were with me at this moment when we were in Mexico City. And, Billy likes to bring out members of the NWA out on stage. Usually it's Natalia Markova and the great Brian Idol. But every once in a while, we change things up a little bit. And you may remember we were the ones that were out on stage.
Yeah.
45,000 people in Mexico City. So every woman in high school that turned me down, suck it. Because I was on stage in front of 45,000 people. I don't know who you're dating right now.
It's also fun because every now and then when we have the live events like that, I get to walk out on stage and pitch to the audience to come watch the NWA stuff. And it's always funny because this is my insecurity. I just immediately have them be like, why the hell is this bald guy on the stage? So my soft little disarming of it is, I get it. I'm the wrong bald guy. Why the hell am I here? Well, let me tell you about the National Wrestling Alliance. And then I bring it back with Billy Corgan and everything like that. Yeah, it's super cool. It really is.
I was going to say for our friend there, he said he's been a huge Smashing Pumpkins fan his whole life. It's so have I. And so I can say from that perspective, it's surreal. It's still surreal. And but there is that whole thing about never meet your heroes. And I got to say, it was not the case for me. I found that to be completely false. I have had nothing.
No.
What's
Gary's talking about never meet your heroes. And I know, Gary, that you were talking about one individual.
Yeah, well, I'm saying Carson Drake. They say never meet your heroes, and Carson Drake is.
Where the hell are you? Where it's still sunny.
What time zone are you in?
I'm currently in the middle of Sedona, Arizona. I just got out of the pool.
Sexy.
Carson Drake, of course.
I'm on a private property.
Mm-hmm. Your private property, I assume. You own this?
Gated private.
No, that's not his. His is much bigger.
I heard my name though.
Hey, we got
Carson. Why do they call it Chicago?
Dude, you know why? Because nobody wants to Chicago stay.
Carson had texted me and he went, why are you guys promoting that I'm going to be there? No one discussed this with me. I'm going to sue your asses off unless I have to show up. Do I have to show up? And I said, if you want to, you want to. He is gracing us with his presence. He is on vacation. He is on an excursion. He is going to be a part of NWA Samhain 2 coming up next Saturday, the 26th in Tampa, Florida. And I've been looking at things, and it looks like you have quite the opponent lined up for you. We won't mention it here. You've heard the rumors. I've heard the rumors. Championship opportunity, possibly, maybe, though. But I've heard the rumors, and I don't know. We'll touch base on that next week.
You know, it's weird. Joe said, Carson called Kyle, and I called Kyle, and it went immediately to the voice message.
Wow.
I was on here.
Him?
Did you actually
Kyle?
I did.
Carson?
Kyle.
Holy shit, you did. I am so sorry. I was like, did he leave a voicemail? I would have played the voicemail on here, and it would probably been very derogatory about me. Somebody asking if you're bringing the slime balls with you to Arizona. Did you bring them? Or is the dry heat not good with slime?
Yeah, it doesn't work with them. And like Tommy's got like a weird skin thing. And
I was gonna say I would not share a pool with the slime balls. I don't.
No, you'd have to change the water right afterwards.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna. Patrick Moore says, "I'm surprised Billy Corgan hasn't licensed this music for wrestlers to use." I want to do this in the chat right now. I can tell you there are 2 wrestlers currently that have music from the Smashing Pumpkins.
Well, technically, it's more than 2 wrestlers, and that's a good tip for people as well.
Oh yeah. So you should drop it in the chat if you know. It'll be fun. Just see if you can guess who.
And I want the song title, the correct song title associated, because that's a little tricky for people sometimes.
Real quick, this is one of those random things that popped up today that made me laugh and everything about this. But Carson, once upon a time, you were not in the NWA, and you've been such an integral part of our programming. No, that is actually exactly where I was going with this. Somebody posted a picture of you with long ass hair, and it was an old tweet, and it was like,
Mike.
"Congratulations to Ohio," and I really like all this stuff.
Yeah.
Carson, what is it like to be somebody who has now become synonymous with a professional wrestling brand? You're the future of wrestling.
It's honestly pretty sweet, considering I'm associated with the greatest wrestling organization in the world. And obviously, they made the best decision they ever could by signing me.
Great laugh.
I agree.
Great laugh. And another
you're
question.
getting around territories now, Carson. You obviously Exodus Pro is home, but see you're going to NWA Chicago. You go down to JCP. Did I see that somewhere? I feel like
So since Kyle brought up potential title opportunities, what it kind of seems like, well, not what it seems like, on 10/20, I'm going to absolutely mollywop Tyler Shoop for the NWA JCP stud title.
Nice. Okay.
Currently at Exodus, we'll be in a 6-man match where I'm going to win it and then go after the NWA Exodus title. And then who knows what's going to happen with NWA at Samhain 2. It's going to be pretty scary, not for me, but for whoever I wrestle, you know.
Well, I hope whoever they are, you know exactly what you're getting into. What else we got going on? Laugh should be the intro to Power. That's just what we need. One more thing. Well, somebody asked me, are we going to see more Cooking with Carson, or have you given up your dreams of being a culinary expert?
I mean,
you don't give up.
Yeah, I didn't really give up. I still do it. We just don't film it now. I was looking at Cosmos with Carson. I thought that would be fun.
It's a delicious drink
to teach people. And then, gosh, there were some other ones that I had thought of. There's Cosmos with Carson. That'd be more of a science lecture.
Oh, I thought it was the drinks, like Cosmopolitan.
That Cosmopolitan with Carson's a new one.
Yeah. When we were in Chicago, you told people about the weather.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
I would.
Cosmic Joe with the donation. First off, your first donation, I can't give out the recipe for gravy cakes. That is proprietary. And
like the Colonel doesn't know.
Yeah,
it's weird. It's weird because it's a gravy cake, but it's much more of a biscuit to me, but that's okay. It's weird like that.
But is Carson a babyface or a heel this week? I think Carson's always a babyface.
Dude, I don't grow facial hair. I'm only 24. Cosmic Joe is so poor. He can't afford to fly off the handle, so he greyhounds off the handle.
Yes, here's the problem. It's all subjective. If you're in the right, price point in life, then he is always going to be for you. If you're in the wrong demographic, you might not feel the same way, but that's beside the point. Is Carson Drake still in OVW? Carson Drake's everywhere.
Yeah.
He's literally anywhere. He's like he's a theory. He's something that can't be denied. If you imagine him, he shall be there.
It's just like the podcast.
Yeah, it's a theory, and if you imagine it, it'll be there.
I'm glad we
you don't even need to say his
you.
name like some people. He's just gonna be there.
He's just gonna be there.
Advertising.
I can't wait for the day that Carson is such a household name that people just randomly post online, look who I saw in the airport.
Well, it's crazy. At Cosmic Joe's house, I am a household name, but only to his wife.
Whoa.
Wow. I hate Cosmic Joe.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's so weird that you do, and then yet when you're on, he donates to the chat.
I know.
It's interesting. He likes the abuse, I think. It's just like you and Kylie Page. And so
some people are into that. It's fun.
Yeah. All right.
So Carson, I know we've stolen enough of your vacation time, and that there's somebody there that probably wants. Is your significant other okay with you having to ruin your vacation by joining us right now? By the way,
we're getting married on Wednesday, so she's
awesome. Whoa, congrats!
By the way, I just want everybody to realize this. You know what? This guy, this is just his life. You might be like, oh, is he on a honeymoon or something? No, he's saving the big places for the honeymoon. The rest of us are like, I would love to go on vacation in Arizona and sit by the pool on a Monday in my life. But no, this guy's like, yeah, I'm getting married on Wednesday, and then we're going to go to like Tahiti or Bali or all the other places that we can never go to. Just living the life right down here. I used to be an internet millionaire in my past existence when I was in wrestling. This guy, he's the real guy living the life. That was my catchphrase. You're living. You're not just a catchphrase. You're the real thing.
Maybe me and Kyle Davis make a show together. We call it The Real World with Kyle Davis and Carson Drake.
I believe it's copyrighted.
They're not using it.
We could get it.
Is it
still on? Is that still on there?
No.
Not a shot.
We'll take it.
Not a shot.
Yeah. What do we got here? Joe, you have a girlfriend? Joe has a wife.
Joe, you have.
Cosmic Joe.
He's talking about Cosmic Joe. Cosmic Joe said he.
I have a wife that I've been married to exactly 1 year.
That he can't talk about. Imagine if it turned out Joe Galli had a girlfriend and his wife was watching this. Like, wait a second, I just had an epiphany.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'll be getting a ring on Wednesday and a new belt on Sunday from Tyler Shoup.
Well, look at that. It is your week.
Thank you.
I'd give CBD the NWA title and watch people have an aneurysm. An aneurysm of joy is what that would be.
I'm surprised he's able
Joe
to spell
is a minister.
You don't make those. That's called an orgasm, Kyle.
Minister.
This
Universal Life Church.
This has been Loveline. Thank you for calling in, ladies and gentlemen.
I like
Be good to yourselves and each other.
Well, Joe Kazana did send me this little video. Just
hey!
Wrestling fans, Sunday, October 20th, NWA Joe Kazana Promotions returns to Kingsport, Tennessee with the pulse-pounding action that is Territory. Bring the entire family to witness the tricks and treats of NWA JCP live and in person. Scheduled to appear, NWA JCP Heavyweight Champion Silas Mason, the brother duo of the Country Gentlemen, NWA JCP Women's Champion Kylie Page, NWA Mid-America Champion Jeremiah Plunkett, and more to be announced. Tickets available at the door or via the Net Pro School and NWA JCP Facebook page. October 20th. Don't be afraid. It's wrestling as it's meant to be. It's NWA JCP Territory.
We're going to get sued for using Art the Clown.
And when they mention the names of people and it's the wrong people that might mention when they pop up, just pops me where it's like JCP World Champion Thrillbilly Silas Mason, who looks a lot like Ricky Morton. And they're like Kylie Page. It's just a bunch of kids in the front row. It's very entertaining to me. Anyway, moving on.
I noticed no Carson in that promo though. So
yeah, it's crazy.
It's bias, is what it is.
Cosmic Joe. No, he's not.
The Country Gentlemen are jealous of Carson Drake. What else have we got?
I am upset that I have to go to Kingsport, Tennessee. You know, it's crazy that the floods have made most of Tennessee better than they were before. Like, it really cleaned up the streets.
Yeah, that was a major improvement.
Yes, I remember we were in Chicago and we were talking about as well when the rain was happening on day 3 of Riot Fest, how important it was to you to allow these people to know that you should be very careful to not try to finally wash yourself in the streets during the rain, because it's very easy to drown in even an inch of water. And they didn't have enough common sense to get their face up because they're so living down.
Yeah, that's the issue. As I didn't want them, you know, it's the first time they've seen it because their faucets don't work. It's Chicago. And there's no clean water. So when it falls from the sky, they got to use it when they can. They don't know how to swim. They've never been near water.
Actually, isn't there like a giant lake there? Or
Lake Michigan, but whatever. No, who's counting? Who's counting?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is the NWA. Carson Drake has graced us with his presence while on vacation. Nobody left him in the middle of the desert.
Took a call
he got
today
there on his own. Yeah, we took a call. That was
the
random.
first call I think we've ever taken.
Yeah, I want to thank Benjamin Robertson for hitting me up, and now he's got my cell. He seemed like a nice guy. I'm fine with that. I'm good with that.
He calls you all the time just
if he does, what if I just made a friend?
Yeah, look at that.
What if he texts you cool pictures?
Yeah, or fun pictures.
That's exactly. Unsolicited fun pictures.
I don't think he would. He seemed
Kyle
like
will love it.
He seemed like a
Kyle will love
guy.
it. He'll show it to his dog.
Samantha would actually really pop for that. She'd be like,
I think
somebody is sending you.
Send your unsolicited pictures to Kyle so he can give it to his girlfriend. Oh, God.
All right.
We should
it's getting close to the top of it. Actually, it is the top of the hour. So it's time now for a moment of Sal.
Does anybody have any water? I need to clear my throat. Follow me.
Was there different music on that when you got it that you had to take out and replace?
I actually filmed that and just added that music.
Because I know the song that would fit that is going to get us kicked off.
Yeah. I went with a YouTube approved song. So that would be a problem. Got to do that. I took it from their old studio.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, NWA Power on X. Carson Drake is going to be watching because he, of course, wants to see who is going to be the new #1 contender for the junior heavyweight championship. Obviously, Carson, he's not in that mode, but he could win a title at any time.
I'd have to lose some weight. I
had to lose 50 pounds for a boxing match like 7 years ago. And I lost.
We're gonna have to do a Love Line episode.
You just stop. I stopped lifting weights for a month.
We're doing that,
and no carbs and just water.
So
you can do this. You can get yourself down to junior competition. You don't need to though, because you, sir, you're all about the heavyweight competition and other championships. And you, sir, look like a guy who would be great for TV. Anyway, moving on. Just putting that out there.
I mean, I would be hypothetically the youngest, but it's whatever.
All right. Well, you never know what's going to happen because coming up also, not only is Power tomorrow night between the Burke Invitational and the #1 contendership for the Junior Heavyweight Championship, but then a week from this Saturday, Samhain 2 is coming at you live and in person from Tampa now. Sometimes we say card subject to change, venue subject to change. Thanks, Milton. Best laid plans. But we're still hanging out there. We're going to make things happen for you, ladies and gentlemen. And if you need to hit me up again, Kyle Davis at nationalwrestlingalliance.com. If you have tickets to Samhain 2 already and you need me to change them, refund them, I get it. You didn't plan on going to Tampa. Neither did we, but that's what's happening. The NWA is reality on reality's terms. So Carson Drake's going to be in Tampa, Florida on the 26th. Yes?
Yes.
By the way, I'm just going to tell people this. I didn't realize that the initials were CBD. I just remembered looking at his gear and going, are we now selling this? Is this a product we're trying to push? And then he kind of like laughed and looked at me and called me stupid. And I was like, oh, that's right. Those are the initials. CBD.
Show idea. New show idea. Wait a second. Merchandise.
Okay.
Probably every day from here on, Scott B, you're going to see some announcements of matches.
Follow us on socials.
Did we? I mean, because we did say Tom and EC3. That is happening. But
in that spooky house. That's the WD Studios.
The spooky house match. Yeah.
No.
Look for the spooky house.
Because then we're going to get a call from Billy and he's going to be like, guys, I need you to find a spooky house for a match next weekend. I'm doing Charles Manson fingers right now. I'm like,
properties. It'll be fine.
The world's an illusion. You don't know who I am. Come on. Hey. I'm in Charles Manson mode. I don't know why. All right.
Move the show to Chicago. It'll be scary enough.
Moving on. Only Slams. Is it real? That is a damn good question. I haven't seen Only Slam.
What's reality?
Yeah. What's real? Reality is what you make it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, anything can happen at any time. And we are going to this week find that out on Power. And next week, Samhain 2. Go to NWALiveEvents.com. Get your tickets. Samhain 2 is now going to be a much different event, but the action is still going to be unlike anything you get to experience live and in person. You could see everything. You just got to be there. Otherwise, you got to wait for our programming later on. Speaking of programming, NWA 76 is proof of that because that is right now what Power is. So Samhain 2 is going to be later on available for you to witness, but why wait?
You're filibustering. I don't know why, but it sounds like you didn't study for a test and you're doing the essay and you're just like
I'm recovering from a concussion.
Yeah, from the hurricane. You guys are talking up.
Everybody, we appreciate you being here. It's been a great audience. Thank you so much for being here. It's past 8 o'clock. It is time to go. Till next week. Hopefully, unless there's another hurricane or something weird. Enjoy your gravy cakes, everybody.